So there is this woman sitting alone in her living room late at night, and the house is quiet, too quiet, and she's staring at the photo frame on the mantelpiece that she has looked at thousands times before. She pictures the smile, the voice, the warmth of the person she lost. She wants to feel close to them again, to bridge the gap between here and there. But then she looks down at her hands, and they feel empty. She opens a browser tab to find something to honor them. But suddenly the anxiety hits. Is buying jewelry for a lost loved one tacky? Does moving on mean she has to stop wearing their memory? And suddenly, what should be a comforting act feels like a betrayal. She feels the friction of grief and the fear that if she doesn't hold on into the memory tightly enough, it will disappear forever like dust. At that moment, the desire for connecting stops feeling like healing and starts feeling like a burden she carries alone. Now, this video is for you, Hope Rings. That exact moment of friction is what we can destroy with meta advertising. So, it's the same approach that helps me manage high-ticket campaigns across dozens of niches. So if you're curious about how to apply this kind of strategy to the emotional e-commerce market by leveraging human psychology, keep watching. Nobody feels a purchase coming, they only feel the details of their loved ones slipping away. And I know it for a personal experience. Years pass, seasons change, but somehow the fear of forgetting the sound of their voice stays exactly the same. And that's when people realize the real cost of not having a keepsake wasn't the money, it was the comfort they denied themselves during the hard days. Everything I do is based on the idea that ads do not convince these people to buy a ring. And ads give them permission to grieve openly and claim the connection they feel they have already earned. So, if basically you are targeting people navigating loss or seeking thoughtful gifts, you need to understand that they do not decide logically to buy a hug from heaven ring, as you already know, by the way. They decide emotionally because they crave relief, and only later do they justify it with logic. Media buying in this niche is not about targeting jewelry lovers on Facebook, as you know. It is about engineering emotional relief. So I've conducted this quick analysis, and I will show you which human emotions actually drive these buying decisions, how those emotions turns into ad strategy, and how I would apply all of this to the memorial jewelry market for you guys of Hope Rings. I want you to picture your exact ideal client, that woman in a quiet living room, and understand what's happening inside her mind. So for her, I have identified 5 key emotions involved, and the first is an emotion related to time scarcity. So she feels time is moving so fast, and she's scared that the further she gets from the last time she saw them, the more she will forget the people that she loves. So the second is fear of insignificance. So she feels like I don't want their memory to just be a date on a tombstone. I want it to be a living part of my day. And the third is a feeling of loss aversion. So she feels I cannot afford to lose the last physical sense of connection that I have. And the fourth is desire for relief. So she feels I want something physical I can touch when the anxiety of missing them gets too heavy. The fifth is identity preservation. So she feels this ring says who I am, someone who loved deeply and refuses to let go. Or maybe it's just actually a way to let go and integrate that grief into her life. Now, let's apply this directly to the memorial jewelry industry and your market. This audience isn't afraid of the price tag, they are afraid of losing their most renewable resource, which is their memories. And I think for them, too late looks like waking up one day and realizing the grief has turned into cold emptiness because they have nothing tangible to hold on to. If there is one thing humans fear the most and hate the most, it's separation. So our time with the people that we love is limited, and of course we all know it. And the decision that saves them isn't buying a piece of metal. It's the decision to, let's say, delegate the memory to an object that guarantees that they're never truly alone. And when we speak to them, we must destroy their limiting belief by addressing these specific fears. So the fear looking like they're stuck in the past, the fear the jewelry will be low quality and tarnish, just like their memories might. They fear that buying something online cheapens the sacredness, maybe, of the loss, and they fear looking down at their hand and feeling nothing. And they fear realizing too late that a small object could have brought them the peace they spent years searching for. Now, when we put these pillars together, thoughts, emotions, and timing, something important happens. The angle here is never about silver or the engraving. The angle is presence and peace, also from a personal perspective. And the creative message must be felt immediately, in my opinion. It shouldn't scream sale, it should whisper, I'm still here. And the frame is always about the connection, not look how shiny the ring is, even because it's silver, so I don't think it's that shiny. But yeah, the ad wouldn't say buy now or Memorial Collection rings 50% off. It would say maybe something like the silence doesn't have to be empty. Carry their hug with you so you never have to face the hard days alone. Of course, maybe this is too long, but this is the emotions that I want them to feel. And maybe another thing is secure their memories before it fades. Because that is exactly what her brain, of that woman I was talking about in the beginning, is already whispering to her. So when she sees your ad, she shouldn't think, oh, that's an interesting ring. She should think, my God, I need this. I need to feel close to this person again. So I guess you generally want to help your clients, and you don't actually need manipulation. You just need to care about their heart and their grief. The best manipulation, in my opinion, is love, and marketing is just a marketing word that us as a marketer have invented. And I've been doing this since 2020. I've attracted people ranging from someone casually interested in buying a printer all the way to entrepreneurs ready to invest €500,000 to secure European residency. And also I've worked, as maybe it can be interesting for you, across many different e-commerce projects in Italy and around the world. So if you're curious, you can check the case studies on Upwork that I've uploaded there. I've always mainly worked with agencies, but I would really love to work with you and your teams because I really like this project, and that's why I've also decided to record this video. Let me know what you think and talk to you soon. Wishing you a beautiful Christmas.